Honorable Mr. Justice Valmiki Menezes invites welcoming the President and the General Secretary and the member of the Bombay Bar Association and instructors and the participants. I must profusely thank the President of the Bombay Bar Association and its committee members for lending us their helping hand, which allowed the participants and to give you the benefit of this workshop to train instructors who came down to go all the way to share with you their knowledge in court craftsmanship. It is kind of them to have acceded to the request of the managing committee of the Bombay Bar Association and devote time to you in court to share with you their skills in court. Legal education is a dynamic, continuous process. It doesn't end with a college education. It continues when you join the profession, as most of you must have experienced. Advocacy has a meaning to lawyers. It does not mean that an individual should only be articulate. Advocacy is the sum total of how you put your case, assessing equity, morality, fairness to your client, fairness to your opponent, and fairness to the court. These are the attributes one should weigh along with the case which one argues. The association has taken various steps to try and educate you young lawyers by way of having various speakers. Our learned judges, senior advocates deliver you lectures on various subjects, including ethics, so that you may be able to achieve by legal education what Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, the great philosopher and the then President of India, has then said. The end product of education should be a free, creative man who can battle against the historical circumstances and adversities of nation. Our wishes to you, our young lawyers, are that the end product of education should make each one of you a free, creative man who can battle against the historical circumstances and adversities of nature. I hope you will benefit by this 3-day workshop and absorb the instructions.
I would like to invite Mr. Nitin Thakkar, President of Bombay Bar Association, to share a few words.
The Honorable Mr. Justice Mahesh Sona, the Honorable Mr. Justice William Menezes, Mr. Zilman Pereira, President of Goa Bar Association, other office bearers of Goa Bar Association, faculty members from Malaysia, Shaheen and K, my friends and colleagues from Bombay Bar Association who have come here with faculty, the first batch of young lawyers of Goa Bar, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Today, to be a part of this momentous and historical occasion for the first ever collaboration between Bombay Bar Association and Goa Bar Association. What makes this special is that the reason we have come together is for the noble purpose of honing the skills of junior members of Goa Bar. Today marks a significant step forward in our collective pursuit of honing the skills to succeed in the legal profession. I sincerely thank the Honorable Mr. Justice Sona for granting permission for the use of courtrooms and having very kindly agreed to inaugurate this session. I will not delve into, the International Advocacy Training Council, the body that has trained our faculty, conducts trial advocacy training in courtrooms. At Mumbai, in High Court also, we have been permitted by the learned Chief Justice to conduct this course in courtrooms. So by granting us permission, not only has your Lordship helped ensure that we adhere to the practice followed internationally and at Mumbai, but even the participants will be able to get a hands-on experience on what is it like to conduct a trial in a courtroom. I will not delve into the manner in which this course will be conducted, I am going to leave it to Akash to do that. But I will speak about how participants will benefit from this course. We have all conducted trials where we have prepared and given our best efforts. And at some point, we have wanted validation and guidance from experienced members of the bar. It is a guided intervention that we present to you today. Participants will have a free hand to conduct a trial as they deem fit, while experienced advocates will assess, assist, and guide them. Think of it like gently nudging someone in the right direction to help them become the best version of themselves. Abraham Lincoln has rightly acknowledged that a lawyer's time and advice are their stock in trade. In this course, the trainers are sharing their stock in trade. I hope the young participants understand how invaluable the training that they are about to receive. Speaking about trainers, we have among us 10 incredible advocates who have taken out their precious time to be with us this weekend. Thank you, my friends, for being so invested in the betterment of the legal community. Your dedication and commitment to this cause runs deeper than only benefiting the participants. It has begun a relationship between Bombay Bar Association and Goa Bar Association and has fostered a spirit of unity within the two bars. I must specially thank Shireen Begum and Skip Chi, who have flown in all the way from Malaysia to provide us with their experience. They are both highly respected and experienced international trainers. It is an absolute honor that they will be training the participants over the next 3 days, and we acknowledge and appreciate their presence. Thank you, Shalin and Pete. I thank them for having accepted the idea. We met for the first time in the month of April when the secretary and the president both were there, and we briefly discussed that this thing can happen, and both of them showed keen interest. And thereafter, they followed up with here, and ultimately, this is the final result today that we are able to bring to the Goa Bar this program. I would be failing in my duty if I do not recognize and applaud the contribution of Akash Ribello in coordinating this training course. I am thankful to all the young friends who have agreed to participate in this program, because without you, this would not have been possible. I hope that the guidance and support provided by our trainers will help shape the trajectory of your careers. As we stand at the threshold of this joint venture, I wish all the trainers and participants the best of luck. May the course be a shining example of what a selfless collaboration can do, and may this carve the way forward for many more ventures where both the bars can work together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Thakkar. I would now like to invite His Lordship Justice Sonab to say a few words.
But before that, you just inform everybody about the course.
Okay, sure.
Then, so this is to be right. Sorry, yeah.
No, not at all. Thank you, Nitin Bhai. So a lot of people had questions as to how this course functions and what this course is. In fact, I had a couple of questions from the participants themselves today. And in fact, that was exactly where we were before we started doing this course and before we were trained and practical teaching of the skills that it takes to become an advocate. And to be honest, many of us were expecting about it. When we started doing the course, we realized that this developed the skills to examine in chief, cross-examine, or give written submissions without trying it first in a courtroom. So the idea is to try everything you would do in a courtroom in a classroom environment. And what you have are senior trainers who will watch your performance and then give you feedback, a teaching point, on one aspect of what you have done. Many a time in what we do as lawyers, we learn by trial and error. When I was a junior, when Nitin Bhai and the learned judges were juniors, everyone has learned by trying in a courtroom, watching their seniors, but not in a structured environment where somebody tells you, this is what you have done, this is how you can improve it, and this is how you can do it better. Or this is how I would have done exactly the same thing by just making one slight tweak. And many times there's no right or wrong answer in how to do something. It's just an improvement. So to my younger colleagues who are undergoing the course, what I want to say is that we are teaching you in a very collegial environment. There is no judgment, there is no right or wrong, there are just ways to do things better. And all the trainers with their experience are trying to help you do just that. Don't be intimidated, and really speaking, listen to what is being said. And again, you will be taught one teaching point. But when you are sitting and observing the one student who's being taught, keep one eye on them in the beginning and how to prepare, or how to ask examining questions in chief, or how to ask cross-examination, even though you may ask us before the course will do. Because the idea is to do, perhaps make a mistake, but then learn from that mistake and correct yourself and learn the proper technique to do it better the next time. So that's really the idea of the course, where the student will perform, will ask, do the cross-examination, the teacher will listen to them, give them a training point, explain to them why they can improve their performance, why that training point is given to them, how to do it, and then demonstrate it themselves. And then the students is asked to redo it again. So that's really the methodology called the Hon'ble method, originally developed in Australia, now adopted across the board that we adopt. So that's a broad idea of the course. So day one today will be case analysis, where the participants really will have to look at the case law, will be taught how to look at the brief, divided into good facts, bad facts, what is beneficial for one side, which facts are beneficial for the plaintiff, which facts are beneficial for the defendant. And tomorrow and day after, on Saturday and Sunday, they will conduct examination in chief, cross-examination, and final submissions. We by and large have two cases. One is to the benefit of the judges, and we have two cases. One is an accident case, where there's an accident in a parking lot. The materials given to the students have witness statements for various witnesses who are around. They will be expected to examine those witnesses in chief. One student will play the witness, the other student will play the lawyer. There'll be examination in chief, and then cross-examination, and then final arguments. And on the second day, which is the Sunday, we just do one case. So on Saturday in the morning, we do the accident case, and we have an injunction case in the afternoon for the submissions and advocacy training. And on Sunday, it will be like a full trial, something we don't see, unfortunately, in one day. So examination in chief, cross-examination, and final arguments. This is Sona to say a few words.
Mr. Nitin Thakkar and Mr. Vishal Kanade, respected office bearers of the Bombay Bar Association, Mr. Gentleman Coelho Pereira, and the office bearers of the Goa High Court Bar Association. I speak on behalf of myself and my brother, Justice Valmiki Menezes. We extend a very, very hearty welcome to the esteemed members of the faculty, the participants, and my dear friends. At the outset, I congratulate and thank the Bombay Bar Association and the Goa High Court Bar Association for organizing this training course. Congratulations are due for conceiving such a wonderful course, and gratitude for making available the benefits of this course to the advocates in Goa. Akash explained about the course so well, and all the while I was feeling that if we had such courses during our times, then perhaps we would have been better lawyers and better judges. But we are very happy that you are getting this opportunity, and we really wish you all the best. Now, the Bombay Bar Association and the Goa High Court Bar Association have not conceived or organized this course from out of any commercial interests. These associations, and particularly their office bearers, we know, have sacrificed their time, energy, and resources to train you young lawyers to become better and competent lawyers. This is a great service not only to the participant lawyers, but to our entire legal profession and to the very institution of judiciary. Is everything. He said that the peach was once a bitter almond and cauliflower is nothing but a cabbage with college education. Therefore, I urge all the participants to devote themselves completely to this training course and try and obtain as much knowledge and training as possible on the important techniques of conducting examination, cross-examination, and presenting oral arguments. Friends, speaking about cross-examinations, even though your training sessions may be extremely intense, please see if in the evenings, and if Akash can arrange this, Akash, if you can arrange this for the participants, you can watch the Gregory Peck classic, To Kill a Mockingbird. This is a fantastic movie on a novel by Harper Lee. Gregory Peck plays the legendary Atticus Finch, and he says, never, never, never on cross-examination, ask a witness a question you don't already know the answer to. And this was the tenet that I absorbed along with my baby food. You should also watch the 1950s classic 12 Angry Men, and if you prefer Hindi version, then there is a movie called as Ek Ruka Hua Faisla. The cross-examination scenes from Agatha Christie's Witness for the Prosecution are also a delight to watch. And another comic movie, if this whole session gets too serious, then you should watch My Cousin Vinny. The cross-examination scenes are great fun. So in fact, I would urge the organizers to make these movies a part of your training program. Or you should assign the participants the homework of watching these movies. That way you can combine work with pleasure. Friends, the initial years at the bar are always a struggle. But remember that strength hardships and still decide that you are not going to yield, you are not going to surrender. That is strength. Any offer of help, training, or assistance in these initial struggling years is most valuable. This is a kindness which you should never forget all your life. The only way you can repay this kindness is to give back to the legal fraternity, to give back to the judicial institutions, and to give back to the society. And I think this is precisely what Mr. Thakkar, Mr. Kanade, Mr. Pereira, Akash, and all the office bearers are doing by organizing this course for you. We cannot really thank them enough. So I wish the organizers and participants all the very best. Thank you, and all our good wishes will always be with you. Thank you.
I would now thank you, Justice Sonak, for your wise and inspiring words. But unfortunately, our trainers will now be asked to show movies during the entire session. Though we may be also tempted at some point to introduce it. With that, I would like to invite the Secretary, Goa High Court Bar Association, Mr. Abhay, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening to one and all, the dignitaries on and off the days. I think one of the important skills of advocacy and submissions is being brief and to the point. So keeping in that, my vote of thanks will be something like that. Firstly, I extend my gratitude to Honorable Justice Sonak for taking his time out and always stood by our side for any event. But a special mention to Justice Hon'ble because his oratory is something which is worth admiring, and every time that we hear him, he has something new to offer to us. The quotations that he quotes and the idioms or like today what he told us about the movies or any subject, he has something always new to offer to us. So thank you, sir, for showing that light to us. So Justice Menezes has been quite silent. He wasn't so silent when he was at the bar. And he was one of us who's inspired many of us young juniors at the bar. We could always walk up to him and ask him any difficulty that we had, irrespective of which chamber we came from. And he was always there to sit with us and tell us what's the answer to that. And to go with his academic skills, he was also a great sportsman. So he definitely, I think we should take that opportunity and have him to address the bar one day on all these aspects on how to shape a career and how to make a good lawyer in all ways. So we'll be having him in January soon for that. I would like to extend my gratitude to the Bombay Bar Association and especially to Nitin Bhai Thakkar, the president, and the secretary Vishal Kande for extending this course to the Goan Bar and immediately agreeing in Delhi, as Nitin Bhai said, that it was just at that moment that this thought came to our mind and we both readily agreed that we should have this in Goa. And as Nitin Bhai said, that this is indeed a symbolic moment, that this is the first ever event which the Bombay Bar Association has done with the Goa Bar in the so many years that we are a common high court for Bombay and Goa. So this is indeed a landmark moment and we assure you, sir, that we'll be associated with you for many more events in the future and we'll be glad to have the Bombay Bar coming again and again to Goa. Well, friends, this event wouldn't have been possible without all the trainers who have taken their time out to be here today for this function. They are trainers, they are masters in their field, and they have the experience to go with them. So, thank you for being here and taking your time out to share your experiences and train our young lawyers and shape their careers. Thank you so much, and especially to the trainers who have flown all the way from Malaysia. It's indeed a wonderful day. My gratitude to Coel Pereira sir, who has always been the backbone of this association, who has a never say die attitude. I would say he is that ever ready battery. He is someone who's always charged to do events for the bar. And though he says every time this is my last event, he always has another event to offer us. So thank you, sir, for being there with us, and of course, thank you to all my committee members. Without them, this event is never going to be possible. A big thank you to my friend Akash, who has really helped in organizing this event. And he's the one who has conceptualized this whole event with the Bombay Bar Association. He's coordinated with us. And to go with Akash, I would like to extend my gratitude to three particular members of the Goa Bar. Advocate Varun Bhandarkar, Advocate Bernard, and Advocate Rui Gomush Pereira, who have really coordinated well with Akash and given this event the success and the shape that it had to be given to it here. Well, friends, a big thank you to all of you who have registered for this event and without whom this event would not have been possible. And I hope you take the maximum out of this event, as Justice Sonak has so aptly put it, that and Nitin Bhai Thakkar, that this event is for you, that you have to take everything away from this event. The fact that you have registered for this event and you are going to stay up late in the evening after a full working day itself shows your enthusiasm. Brian Herbert has said, the capacity to learn is a gift, the ability to learn is a skill, the willingness to learn is a choice. So I hope you exercise all these three wonderful skills that are pointed out in this quote. Have the best of the next 3 working days and take the best from this event and carry back something great back home. Thank you so much and have an enjoying session for the rest.
May I request the dignitaries of the dais to please have a photograph taken to mark the occasion? Aditya, can you? Yes, you take it from here. Yeah, from here. Yes, and may I invite the committee members on this station?
You also come, Rohit.
Maybe you can sit and they can be in the line behind.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yes. Let us stay
Akash, you want to come?
Akash should come.
All right, 3, 2, 1, and.
Come on, all the trainers, please. Can you take?
No, I'm not a trainer, so
Because you are a coordinator. Don't disappear.
Maharaj, you told that with first time cheese, you said cheese.
It really needs to be changed now.
Thank you.
I request the officers to escort the learning journalists.
Thank you.